Hello everybody, this is the Wiccan channel. I'm David. Okay, I have a couple things I'd just like to say. This is going to be another making video on how to make your own broom, what materials you can use to do for this, so on and so forth. I do have a couple of messages. Lavender, your broom is finished. And there's another girl on here that I'd like to say welcome to the coven. And we can't wait to get you down here for an initiation. And I hope you have a happy Samhain, Halloween, Feast of the Dead, blah 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 blah. And see, there's a couple other announcements I wanted to make. Say thanks to Pagan Steve, the sand, the moon dust, moon sand, whatever you want to call it, works perfectly. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so getting into it, because I don't know how much time I have left on this tape, I'm going to show you how to make your own broom. And to the new initiate, I just wanted to say welcome again, and this is your broom that I'm making for you. Alright, so what are we going to be doing in order to make a broom? Well, first of all, of course, if you're in the Wicca tradition, you're going to use your boline. You're going to go out there and you're going to find a tree branch. Cedar works good, and possibly for the bristles you can use white willow or willow. That's very good. Protective, cleansing, so on and so forth. Fertility and abundance, cornstalk if you wish. That's a great material to use. So what we're going to use today to make this is a hammer. This is a mini sledge. Paid $1.99 for it down at Ace. What a deal. A piece of block of wood. This is what's left over from me working on the garage. Wire. For your broom, for the new initiate, she will know who she is. You're a very sweet person too, by the way. Thank you for your comments. I'm just using a branch as such. I think it's, I'm not 100% sure, I think it's walnut. Oh, one more thing I do want to point out, and this is going out to Donald. I have your ink here, and it's ready for you. Very interesting story behind how you can make your own ink is black walnut tree. The black walnuts that fall off, if you take that and boil them in water, add vinegar and a little bit of salt, you get some hellacious ink. I'm telling you, it is black as night. And over time, it'll actually turn a little bit of a brownish color because of the oxidation from the vinegar. And that's what my feather was. Up here was, in fact, a turkey feather, but that's a story on how I got that. Okay, so what we're doing right now is the branch. And I'm trying to figure out which end I really want to use. I don't know. There's a crook right here, but that seems to give it more of an appeal, perhaps, you know, for doing this. And that's more of a serrated sharp edge, and we don't want that really for a tip if you got small children in the house. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start out by taking your wire. You know, you can use any type of wire, household wire, fencing wire, stranded wire from the arts and crafts section. This is actually something that I was using for my fence to keep my roosters inside. So what we're going to do is, and I know I should really be using a pair of pliers for this, and I guess I could get them out. If y'all would hang on just for a minute, I'll get them. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, after you twist it around the edge down here, you're going to take it and lock your pliers down, and you're going to start twisting it, and you're going to give this a tight bond to the branch that you're working with. It's simple like that. So yeah, that's pretty good right there. And I'm actually going around this way with it, so any access I'm just going to pull over and twist right down there, because it'll be wrapping around and conceal that. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that sticking out. I'm sorry, I forgot to step into this. Leave a part of this hanging out. You will need that later in the making of this broom. Okay, so what you're going to do now is all the grass or trees, corn stalk or willow branches or whatever you choose to make your broom out of is really up to you. There's no set tradition for it, really, other than guidelines you can follow in such books by Silver Raven Wolf or Cunningham. There's some in there, and I think Buckland too, as a matter of fact. But anyway, if you live in a big city, that's going to be hard to find. So anyway, this is what I've got for you, dear. And there is a lot of this. This is a lot of grass. I'm going to have to vacuum very well. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'll use this end right here, because you see how it kind of gets floppy right there. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to start up kind of high on this. Yeah, that looks good. And what we're going to do is, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this access off, just using a regular pair of scissors. Something nice and flush. Okay. Go. Now, there are some traditions that would prefer to make this under a waxing moon for constructive purposes, but yeah, usually Samhain's a good time of year to get a new broom anyway. I don't have to because I got several. I'm kind of a jack of all trades in this type of thing, don't you know? Alright, so we got this big bundle right here. So what I'm going to start out by doing is, I'm going to take some of this, not all of it, but some of it, pull it apart, like so. And I'm going to put it right here. Alright, now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it up a little bit higher than norm, because, you know, that does look pretty good right there, doesn't it? And I'm going to start wrapping this wire. And you can stand up on your legs and do that and just hold the broom, or you can put it in a vise and twist it. I'm just going to do it like this. Okay, as you can see, I'm going around the broom with the wire. And this is a little bit troublesome. I should have cut this wire in the beginning, but I didn't. Oh, it seems to have gotten lost. Okay, so we're going around the broom. I'm making it really, really tight. Okay? And of course, in the process, you can take your hammer and use your hammer and actually beat the broom with it. I'm sorry you can't see it. Beat the wire down. Makes it a tighter fit. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, I'm going to keep holding this wire here, is I'm going to come over here and grab the remainder of my branches, such as this, and I'm going to cut once again. And yeah, I get one heck of a mess in the house because of this, but that's okay. I need to clean up a little bit anyway. It's starting to look kind of bad. In case you can't really tell, I'm a neat freak. So there's that. And we're just going to kind of put this on the other side of the broom. We're just going to kind of roll it around as such. This can be the most trifling part, I assure you. Or you can simply hold it and roll it like this. Okay, and for anyone out there, the broom in some traditions is also unisex. Males can use the broom too, but it's mainly females that do use these. I should point out, let me go ahead and point this out and stop here, give my hands time to rest. Whatever you do, do not smoke around this broom. Do not put it by a space heater. Anything with flames or tremendous heat, don't do it. This thing will go up like a tinderbox, and so will your home. So this is what we got left. Alright, so you have the end of it, and what you can do is you can do one or two things. You can cut it off here and put a string around that, since you don't actually really use it for floor sweeping, or you can just do what I'm doing. Go ahead and cut off the access here to make it even. You know, then you'll have a couple little extra pieces of trim that you might want to take off, like here and there. Okay. So here we have the broom. You can go around here if you wish. You can trim it up. That's what I would do.